Hi, this is Sagi, a product marketing manager at Salto. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to move JSM object scheme between your Jira Sandbox to your Jira production. So I have here my Salto account, and I have here two Jira environments connected. One is connected to my Jira Sandbox, and the other one is connected to my Jira production. And after creating the new object scheme in my Jira Sandbox, directly in my Jira site, I fetched it here. I fetched it back to Salto. And now I can look for it here. So I'm going to use Salto's free text search bar. And this is the object I'm looking for. It's called IT inventory. And I can see all of its details here. Alongside its dependencies, so I can see all the configuration elements that are related to this object scheme. Each one of them is expandable, so let's have a look, for example, at object type. I can see all the list of different object types I have here that are related to the object scheme, and each one of them is clickable. So if I expand hardware assets, I can click on it and get some additional details about that specific object type. So this is part of the planning phase where you kind of explore the object scheme you want to move, understand all of its relationship, so you can transfer it to production with a full understanding of what you're moving. After you're happy with this change, you can go to the Compare and Deploy tab and create a new deployment. So here we're going to pick the source site, which is my Jira Sandbox, and we're going to pick our target site, which is our Jira production, and I'm going to name this deployment IT inventory. Now Salto is going to compare my Jira Sandbox to my Jira production, and it will show me all the differences between the two sites. I can use Salto's free text filter to find the element I'm after, the IT inventory, but I can also use the built-in table filters. So I can also use the type filter to find just object schemes. So there it is, I found my element. And if I click on it, I can see all the details I saw before. I can see the values of the specific object scheme I'm looking to move, as well as all of its dependencies. I'm going to select this checkbox to add it to my deployment. And once I do, Salto will surface all the related elements we saw earlier that I may need to include in my deployment. Now here I get to choose. I can either tick one box and move all of them alongside the parent object scheme, but I can also expand them and decide that I only want to move specific types. For example, perhaps I'm not yet happy with the printer's configuration, I want to leave it behind, or I don't want to move servers. It's up to me whether I want to deploy the entire object scheme or if I want to move just some parts of it. Now Salto is going to validate this deployment against my production environment and see if there are any potential conflicts or issues that I may run into trying to merge these changes. The validation is completed. Salto is going to show me a preview of everything I'm about to deploy, so I can see here the list of all the elements, their names, their types, and I can review it once again. If needed, I can also click on the elements to get more details. For example, I can click on this status to see exactly what it is. And once I'm happy with everything, I'm going to go ahead and click deploy and push it to production. And that's it for today. I hope you found it useful. We know many of you suffer from migrating these object schemes manually. So we're hoping you'll find this feature beneficial, and looking forward to hear your feedback.